Okay, so here DAX is nothing but a, so why we need DAX? The first of all, so DAX is nothing but a data analysis expression in Power BI. So this is like dynamic aggregations, so we can perform here. So dynamic aggregations in the sense, so dynamically the data will present to the user for the visualization, KPIs and all. So how dynamically in the sense what? So if you want to be filter out the data based on your selections, so if you want to aggregate the data based on your given condition, that will go for the DAX. So the syntax of the DAX is like, so here some types of DAX are there. So aggregate DAX, types of DAX. Okay, logical logical DAX. Okay, so there are time intelligence, conditional. So there are different types of DAX. Okay, so for each DAX expression has its own priority. So today we'll discuss about aggregation. Okay, so aggregation in the sense sum, count, max, min, this all aggregated. Okay, so first we'll talk about that. So I have an reporting. So this is my like from starting I will load the data. So all are familiar with loading the data and writing the you know the basic things, right, in Power BI. So the same way, so the DAX also we have to start with the some basics like sum, count, max. After that we have to go for the some advanced level, so then we can understand the flow. Okay, just close this pop-up. So I'm loading the data. So the data is financial sample. So I'm selecting one table here. Okay, this is my table. Load. The data has been loaded into Power BI. So once the data loaded in Power BI, so this is how it's represent, right? So here sales, COGS, country, dates, like, so wherever a numerical value present in the column, so it comes with a sigma. Okay, so the rest of are text. So the Power BI mechanism, okay, the Power BI intelligence, so automatically it will identify which is a text, which is a string, and which is a numeric value. Okay, and before that, once you load the data, we have to see the data nature. Okay, nature in the sense, what type of data it is. Okay, you can go here in data view. Okay, the data present here in a tabular format, so that you can see here what type of data, what type of aggregations we can apply. Okay, so here segment, country, product, discount, unit sold, so manufacturing price. So here we can do sum or count, so aggregated things we can apply here. Sales price we can apply here, gross sales, discount, sales, costs, print, date. Okay, so this is how the data present for me. Okay, month number, month name, and year. Okay, so I have such data, so I have to be present in a visualization by using the DAX. Okay, so I'm going back to the report. So the simple, like for an example, if I have any of the table, like data source or data set, so when I apply functionalities like sum, count, max, min, so if you see in this table, just an example I'm showing. So this is my sales. Okay, so if you do like this, so it will show here the average of sales from this column, count, so how many records, like how many total records of this column, I mean the total records, sum, so what is the sum of this column. Okay, so average, for example, what is average of sales, so 246 is the average from this table. This table contains some 51,291 records, and this is a sum. Okay, so same way, so here I am just selecting, showing this the functionalities, but whereas in Power BI I have to be write the query. Okay, so it's simple. So if you select a new measure, just click on new measure. So in interview they will ask you what is new measure or what is measure, they will ask. So measure is nothing but where we can perform the aggregation calculations. Okay, so aggregation calculation is nothing but sum, count, max, min, so this and all aggregated ways. Okay, so I am giving here, so I am doing on sales price, I am doing one sum condition. Okay, just click on, sorry, go to home page, so you can see here new measure, click on new measure. I am giving measure name, so the measure name is total sales. I am giving, okay, total sales equals to, this is my new measure name, total sales equals to sum. So here when you start, so this is very important, the syntax of that the DAX which you going to create here. Okay, so I know that I am going to do sum, so if you try to give the the DAX function, it will present you what type of format it should contain. Okay, so you just type here sum. Okay, if you give su, so it start this many functions are there. But and one more thing you have to keep in mind, all of you, so there are so many DAX in Power BI, the so many DAX functions are there in Power BI, but in real time we'll use depends on requirement, but that too. So there are some gunshot functionalities, like which is by default we'll use, and which is very common. Okay, so that we will discuss, the stuff and all you have to be practice. Okay, so I'm selecting here sum. Okay, the basic DAX function sum. If you give the sum, it will ask you the format, so it's asking only column name, so it's expecting only one column name from the existing tables. Okay, so I have a table called financial here. Okay, this is the table I have been loaded. You can see the number of columns are presented in the table, so I am looking the sum, right, that I am looking for the on price. Okay, so just calm down. So here you can see sales price, close. Okay, so according to this syntax I am following this. Okay, sum, the column name is financial sum. So financial is nothing but a table name along with the column name. Okay, just close, click on this tick mark. Okay, so once you click on tick mark, if there is no issues in your expression, okay, that will get saved within this table. You can see here the total sales. Okay, this is the one we added just now. Okay, so total sale you can see here. Okay, so it's coming with the calculator symbol. It means, so this expression contain one aggregated. So when you click on new measure, we are creating one new measure, right? So that is the total sale. This is runtime measure, guys. Runtime in the sense, it won't add to the existing table. It's just a flow. Okay, it will be available in Power BI, but it won't add or it won't connect with any other tables. Okay, it's a separate the measure. So if you see in the table, okay, so it's add, we just created. You can see it won't be available here, it won't be available. Okay, what we did, we just did the sum of manufacturing, the result of this column. Okay, the result of this column we keep it in a measure. Okay, this total sales is a, right, it's just a measure. It's keep it in a measure with this total sales. Okay, so if you want to see the total sales, okay, so you have to go to card, select this card, and okay, select this card. Okay, this card is nothing but a, this is one visualization, so where we can create the KPI. So this total, the total sum, I keep it in a total sales created as a measure. So I just drag and drop this. So 83k is my total sale, the sum. Okay, the 83k is my total sale. So here you can see this is the table financial we loaded, right? So I just see this. So this is the sum of this column. So in Power BI it's presenting 83k. It means, so here 82,900 something it is in the points, but it's making around 83. Okay, so it's already, it's perfect. Okay, now you can see I want to see the count of this column. Okay, I mean the count of units sold, the count of units sold. So its the count is 701, that value have to be get. Okay, so go to new measure, so if you do practice, then only you'll remember, guys. Okay, so I'm giving here count of so you can give any name of your measure, your wish it is, but it should be like a meaningful meaning. Like I'm doing some count and all, right? So I'm doing count on units sold. So it should give some meaningful name. Okay, count on, so what is that? Unit sold. Okay, count unit sold. Okay, so this is my expression name I'm using count function. So I just give COUN. You can see here count A, count X, count blank, so many functions are coming. So currently I am going for count. Okay, just click on count. So it's expecting one column name. Okay, so I am going to select units sold. Okay, just close, click on this. Okay, So here see, it's coming with that. Guys, one more thing, you can identify which is a measure, which is a numeric, which is a string, once if you're creating the measures or loading the tables. So here you can see, so I can identify it is, this is a measure. Okay, the with calculator symbol is coming, right? So this is a measure. Now what I'll do, I'll take the card from the visualization list, select this, keep it here. So what is this called, this is right. So just select this card and click on this measure box, or drag and drop this one in here. Okay. So 700 is a count, so we'll see there. So what is that? So this is total unit, the count is 701. Why? Anybody? Here is showing 701, here is showing 700. Why? Just just think the result of here 701 in Excel sheet, but whereas in Power BI it's showing 700. So why? Can anybody quickly?
First row as a unit sold name.
Yeah, so the column, along with the column, it's counting. So if you skip this column, okay, the total count is a 700. Okay, so that is the thing. Now I am presenting here the total. So I am presenting here the total sales of my table. Okay, I mean the business. So total count of units sold. So I want to present one more thing here. So the max of max profit. Okay, max profit I want to present. Okay, so we'll see that. Okay, just click on new measure. So I am giving max profit. Okay, so the formula is max of. So you can see here this column name or scalar 1. Okay, so when I trying to give max, you can see here it's giving the syntax of this column name or scalar 1 or scalar 2. So returns the largest numeric value or largest string in a column, or largest value between two scalar expression, ignore logical values. Okay, so the column which will pass, it will identify that what is the max value from the column. Okay, so I'm giving max of. So you have to see, guys, there's so many along this function is showing here. Okay, so I'll choose profit, just close, click on this. Okay, so take the card from the list, so keep it here. So I will take max profit. Okay, so this is my max profit. Okay, this is my max profit. So what is a max profit? So this is this one. Okay, you can 262.20k something is coming. Okay, so from this list the max value it is. Okay, now guys, so in interview question, like, what is the difference between sum and sum x? Okay, sum and sum x, without this question there is no interview. Okay, if you answer properly, so it's at least they'll understand the DAX. Okay, now what is a sum? Okay, so we are doing aggregation on like column level, right? Column level I am doing the aggregation, that is nothing but a sum. Okay, sum x in the sense it will perform row level context aggregation. Okay, row level, so like this, it will do row level aggregation, the result of that sum x. Okay, so when you give the when you return the DAX function, sum will expect only one column, guys. So you can see here, new measure. So I'm giving some test. Okay, just the name of my measure, sum of open bracket. So it's expecting only column name, guys. Okay, the column name in this is only any of the column, in any single column it's expecting. Okay, so that is a sum x. Okay, so you can see here, sum x expecting table name comma expression. In interview they'll ask you what is the syntax of that. Okay, so you have to tell sum is aggregated value where we can do on column level, whereas sum x is a row level context. Okay, row level context. The syntax is sum of x table name expression. The expression can be sum, count, min, max. Okay, this all. So expression is nothing but a calculations, guys. Okay, so I'm giving here sum x. Okay, the sum x. And what is my table name? Okay, it's expecting table name, right? My table name is a financial. So this is my table name, right? This is my table name. Okay, so if you won't give table name, so the syntax will be wrong. So it's expecting table name after that expression. Okay, financials comma, so the expression it's expecting. So the expression can be, you know so generally the expression means what condition you are giving, what is the output. Okay, the expression. Okay, it will react according to your order. Okay, expression. So generally people will talk, right, in general way I am saying, uh, why keeping expression like this. So expression is like a, reaction. Okay, the expression is nothing but a reaction. According to your formula it will react. Okay, so here I will give sales. Okay, the table, sorry, I am giving profit. So sales price I'm giving this. Okay, just close. Okay, just close. Sum of x financial. Here the sales price I'm giving that as a column. We'll see what is output. Okay, we'll see what's output here. So I'm taking one card. So what is my sum test is my measure, right? Sum test. Okay, this one, just drag and drop. See guys, what is output here? What is output? So this is the sum, this is sum x. So what I have done, so I just gave like for the sum. Okay, this is my, okay, once if you click on any of the measure, so it will show you what formula it contains. Okay, so this is my C. So for sum I given financial sales price. For sum the column name I given. For sum x I given, okay, so total sales, sum test, okay, see for sum x I given table name, the column name. Okay, so what sum x is expecting is you have to provide the table name, after that the measure. Okay, so not only this, in expression you can give anything, guys, you can give anything. Okay, now I just provided the financial table. So here, so sum x, I'm providing a table name after that the expression I'm just passing the columns called as sales price, so it's giving 83, the value is matching. Then where is the difference? So where is the difference like? Okay, so again I'm creating one new measure on sum x. I'll give sum x test 1, my measure name. Okay, sum x, okay, financials, the table. Okay, so sum x, right? Sum x, so I'll give financials, come on. So expression it's expecting, right? Now what I will do, so I want to this is my uh, this is my sales price. Okay, and I want to add, okay, I want to add this manufacturing column and sales column. Yes, okay, I want to add this manufacturing and sales. Okay, like manufacturing plus sales price, like here $3 is there, here $20 is nothing but a 23 if I do add. Okay, so what I am doing, so this two I'm adding, I want to present as result here. This two I'm adding, I want to present a result here. So row level context, guys, row level context. So whenever you use sum x, okay, here in the DAX, if you see sum function is there, this is column level aggregation. Okay, opposite sum x, okay, is a row level aggregation. Okay, so column level, so sum will do column level sum, okay, for the single column, whereas sum x do row level nothing but a like this, guys. Okay, that is a variation, so keep it in mind. Same way sum x, now count function do, see, column level count x row level. Okay, so guys, here sum x, like for every DAX function, if sum is there, sum x, count is there, count x, max is there, max s. Okay, so the x presents like row level context. Okay, so whatever you need, the DAX will fulfill your requirement, guys. Okay, so if you are doing sum, again the sum x function will come. Okay, just with x it will come. Okay, the extension of x it will come. So wherever x we will find in the DAG, it's called it will perform row level functionalities. Okay, the row level aggregated value or whatever it is. Okay, so row level the sum x will do, sum will do column level. So you have to be keep in mind in blindly. Okay, so if you are performing sum, it will give the column level. If you are performing sum x, okay, it's end with a x, it's perform the row level. Okay, so any doubts here, guys, to understand this for like the DAX sum and sum x? It's very important topic, so I'm asking. If you have any doubts so far, please. Hope it's clear now. So what I'm trying to explain, so I'm going to write the sum x function. So here I need the result of this sales price, okay, manufacturing plus sales, the result I want to get. Okay, so here I'm giving sum x financial, it's asking expression. So what is my column? Manufacturing, so I'll give MENU. So this is my price. So If you see the column name, if you just try to give, okay, the column name, I try to give MEANUF, so it's taking, is bringing into picture this. Okay, just click plus, what is one more column, sales price. Okay, sales price. So see guys, this one. Okay, just close, click. Okay, what I given, so I am doing sum x. Okay, I'm trying to, here it's expecting table name. After that I'm adding two rows columns. Okay, two rows columns in the sense sales price, sorry, manufacturing price, comma sales, plus 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 this sales price. Okay, so an example, 3 plus 20 23, 3 plus 20 23, like a row level output I will get. Okay, so we'll see that. Okay, now I'm taking this table, so here for an example I'll take manufacturing and sales price. Okay, these two columns I'll take individually. So manufacturing price, sales price. So guys, you have to take in a tabular format. So you know, when you take any of the chart or any of the value, if you click, by default it will take any of the visualization. So after that you can change as you need. Okay, now it is in this visualization, so that is nothing but a cluster column chart. I'm just converting into tabular format. Okay, so increase the values. So I showed you guys how to format this tabular or any of the values, increasing decreasing. So you have to go to format visual. So here the values option is there, so just try to increase the value of this. Okay, so that is one thing. And here if you come down, header, so header is like this column headers. Okay, so column header, okay, click on this mode. Okay, now so I have two columns. Okay, now I'll take the product. Okay, I'll take the product column. So I want to present the data product versus manufacturing price, sales price, along with these two I'm adding right row level, that output. Okay, so I'll take product as a column here. So you see, okay, this product is coming. Now what I will do, I'll select this. So here you can see the columns which you are selecting for the tabular format presentation. So the columns present here, and the columns are coming here. Okay, where it is, so all this table. Okay, so I'm keeping in order. So I want segment first, after that manufacturing price, after the profit. So here, so the manufacturing price, sales price. Now the sumx function, like a sumx DAX I created, right? So that I will take in this picture. Okay, for the tabular format. So what is sumx? Here it is. This one is the one. Okay, this one. Okay, what I have done, this manufacturing plus profit I added. Okay, that is the result of this measure. So I'll bring it in this picture. So what is the output here? Okay, so what I am doing here, so if you click on sumx financial comma financial manufacturing price plus financial sales price. Okay, so here 3 comma 3 plus 20 23, like that output. Okay, So here if you see, so is the value is correct. Okay, let me I will take any of the segment here. Okay, I'll filter out the segment the based on product you are taking. Okay, so segment here is the product. Okay, I'll remove this segment here. Okay, I'll remove this segment, the column. So you just click on this into mark, it will go. Okay, I'll take product column. I'm taking into the, so here select this manufacturing profit. There is a product column here, this one. Okay, so I want to place it this product in a first position of the table. I'm taking here. Okay, now guys, you can see here what we have done. So this is my product and this is manufacturing price, this is sales price. So I'm doing this manufacturing price value with the sales price adding. Okay, that the result is a 23, correct, the 23. So you can see here, so manufacturing price plus profit is the result of this. Okay, so if you can see here, you can identify here the 24440 and 28, this is okay the output. Like I'm adding this plus this is the result. Okay, and this plus this is the result, 46521. You can see easily, you can identify it's these two values are adding and presenting in the number. Okay, which one, this measure. Okay, you can see sum x of the table name. Okay, financial, the financial is the table name. So in Power BI guys, along with the table name your column coming to the picture. Okay, so the reference of the table it being with the column. Okay, the manufacturing price, so this is a manufacturing price column plus sales price. Okay, so here sales price. Oh, okay, I have taken here profit. Okay, sales price we supposed to manufacturing price, sales price. Okay, fine. So I will take here manufacturing price is there, so we supposed to take sales price. Okay, see guys. Okay, so manufacturing price plus, so make it this sales price is second value. Okay, sales price. So the result here, so this two it's adding, this is the output. Okay, so this two adding, this is the output. So we can see the in calculator see guys. So here this value plus this is the output. Okay, so what I am trying to give, 24440 plus 12096. See guys, 36536 3653 guys. Okay, so in sum x and row level it will perform the aggregation. Okay, in some column level, we do the sum x will do row level perform. Okay, so this row it's adding and it's giving the result. Okay, that is a different. Any doubts guys, it's very very important. Okay, if you are not clear, so again I will try to teach, but don't be confused, don't be calm. Is clear? Where will you use sum, where you use sum x? So in interview it's very important, they'll ask you what is the difference between sum and sum x. Is there any doubts? Okay, so that's all today class. Okay, because I don't want to take more burden on this tax. So if you understand the concept, then only I'll go ahead. Okay, so today you have to practice all of you. Okay, so like just click on new measure, give the expression name, sum test, whatever it is. Okay, whatever name you give, that will present here. Okay, like this. So equals to sum of, you just, guys, the best practice to learn DAX. First you have to see what expression you are writing and what is the syntax of the DAX. Okay, so first you have to give, this is mandatory fields you have to give. So to home, so here new measure symbol, it's coming with a calculator. Okay, with a calculator only, that your DAX also appear here. Just click on new measure. So you have to give total sales is my measure. So sum, if you give sum, just click this. So you can see, you can identify what syntax the sum is expectation, that is a column name. Okay, so the column name I can give sales or something like that. Okay, and one more thing I want to be discuss here. So the measures, these measures are whatever the measures you are creating for, in the Power BI, is a runtime, guys. Okay, runtime in the sense, until unless you won't use this measure, it won't occupy memory. Okay, memory in the sense, for an example, you have phone, you have songs in your mobile. So for each song there is some memory consumption in my phone, right? So like in 1.1 MB, something like the size of that song. Okay, so same like this measure is there, right? This measure is the runtime in the sense, until unless it's not in use, it won't occupy the memory. So here the sumx I use, right? This sumx. So if you uncheck this, this sumx is a runtime expression. Now it's not in, it's not memory consumption. Once if it is coming to the picture, then it will occupy some memory and it will perform that functions. Okay, so this is called, runtime. The measure is a runtime. Okay, in interview also they will ask where measure will store. So measure will, it won't store anywhere, it's a runtime. Okay, you have to answer it's a runtime in the sense, until unless you won't use, it won't come into the picture. It will available. Okay, it will be available. Okay, it will be available like this, but until unless you are not using this aggregated DAX function, so it won't be used. Okay, once if we take that in picture, like for this use, for this tabular format, I bring this into here. So now it is in available. Okay, it's a runtime. And one more thing, guys, here go to the data view, so here you can see, new column, you can add new column for the existing table, right? You can add the new column for the existing table. Where we will go for sum, where will go for the new measure. So that difference I want to show you. If you go for new column, the new column option is nothing but it will create the new column for the existing table or selected table. So I am trying to add one new column for this existing table. So the existing table, like so there is a manufacturing price is there, guys. Okay, this manufacturing price column, I want to do sum on this page. Okay, so if I create a new column on sum of this, sum in the sense 3 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus and 120 plus, so the sum of this column. Okay, if I go for the new column, just see new column, I am going to add one new column for the existing table. Okay, just give the column name sum total. Okay, sum of, So you can write DAX function here also, sum of. So what is, so here what is the column I was expecting. So okay, fine, I'll give sales price. Okay, sales price, which one is sales price? Okay, this all, or I'll give manufacturing price. Yes, manufacturing price I will use. Okay, so manufacturing. So if you give, okay, like this, click here. See what is the result of this manufacturing price, 67534. Okay, if you click on manufacturing price, okay, so this sum, the sum of this column, the result is 67534. It's repeating, guys. Okay, the result of this sum of the column, manufacturing sum of the column, the result is 67534. You can see that the manufacturing, right? See guys, where it is, manufacturing price. Okay, so the manufacturing price, the sum is 67, so it's around. Okay, you can see here 67534. So you can see in this Excel the sum of this value. Okay, the value, the result of this column, it's repeating for each row, because the measure, the output of this result we can store in a measure, guys. Okay, if you try to add in a within a table, it will always try to repeat the value. Okay, so that in some cases we will add the new column for the existing table. In some case we will go for the measure. So measure, when you will use the measure, the output of this column sum I want to store in measure, so then I will go for the measure. Or if you want to add new column with conditional based, like so in which scenario I will go, like for example, where you will go for the new column to adding the column to the existing table. For an example, okay, so this manufacturing price is there, right? So wherever my manufacturing price greater than 10, I can say that is a good, else is a bad. Okay, so in that case, now just see new column. So when you go for the new column means, whenever if you want to perform, okay, the each row wise calculations are manipulation, we will go for the new column. Okay, so we'll see how it works. I am giving sales flag, the my column, new column name is a sales flag. I am giving, so wherever manufacturing price is less than 10, that is bad product. Okay, if so manufacturing price, right? Manufacturing, see this one. Okay, if manufacturing price less than 10, okay, that conditional, guys, you can see here, if you give if, it will ask logical test. On which column you want to do logical test? I want to do on manufacturing price, that is, this is a manufacturing, guys. Okay, so if it is less than 10, it's a bad. Okay, else good. So guys, when you're giving, okay, bad or good, like a strings you are using as a result, you should give in a double quotation, because this is a string text format. Okay, so you have to pass it in a double quotation. Okay, just click on, see what's my condition. I am providing condition on manufacturing price, like if the manufacturing price is less than 10, that is a bad. If more than that is a good. Okay, so you have to give, if manufacturing price less than 10, bad or good. Okay, select, just select this tick mark. See guys, so here my manufacturing price, this is a less than 10, right? This value is less than 10, it's coming bad. This is 10, that is good. So you can see here, wherever less than 10 the value, so that is bad guys. Okay, see here the 5 here is there, right? That is bad. If more than 10, this is good. Okay, so that's the one I created here. Okay, see, so each row level is going, right? For each row level it's going, so it's checking this 3. If the value is a 3, is great less than 10, it's giving bad. So each row level the value is passing. Okay, in that case we will go for the new column. Okay, if you want to go for the for column level aggregation, you'll go for the measure guys. And one more thing, when you create the new column, so the symbol you can see here, it's called new column. So it's called, I added new column to my existing table. Okay, so whereas measure, it won't add to the existing table guys. Okay, the measure, it won't add to the existing table, it's a runtime. Okay, so this all about today's session. If you have any doubts, you can ask, else I'll wind up the class. Okay, so I'll wind up the class. Fine guys, thank you.